The news of Setti D. Warren's sudden passing on November 2, 2025, sent shockwaves through Harvard and beyond. It was a moment that seemed to freeze time, as students, faculty, and alumni struggled to process the loss of a leader whose presence had become a guiding force for so many. The campus, usually alive with energy, fell into a somber hush as word spread. At just 55, Setti's boundless energy and vision seemed unstoppable, his work unfinished. He was a man who radiated optimism and purpose, always looking for ways to bring people together and push boundaries. His passion for public service was matched only by his commitment to mentoring the next generation of leaders. Harvard Kennedy School, Dean Jeremy Weinstein, and Harvard College Dean David Deming mourned not just a colleague, but a leader who bridged divides and inspired students. Their heartfelt tributes spoke to Setti's rare ability to connect with people from all walks of life, and to his unwavering belief in the power of education to change the world. Their words echoed the grief felt across Massachusetts and Washington, D.C., where Setti's impact was deeply felt. Elected officials, community leaders, and former colleagues all paused to honor a man whose influence reached far beyond the walls of Harvard. Students, faculty, and citizens of Newton remembered his warm smile and his rare ability to make everyone feel heard. In every conversation, Setti made people feel valued, whether he was speaking to a crowded auditorium or chatting one-on-one in a hallway. Setti was a beacon of hope and a bridge builder in divisive times. He believed deeply in the importance of unity, and he worked tirelessly to foster understanding and respect among people of different backgrounds and beliefs. His sudden loss forced a community to reflect on a legacy built on service and the belief in empowering the next generation. The candlelight vigils and quiet conversations that followed were filled with stories of how Setti had touched lives, inspired action, and encouraged others to dream bigger. Today, as we mourn, we're also grateful for his lessons, his example, and his unwavering faith in civil discourse. Setti taught us that real leadership means listening, learning, and lifting others up, even in the face of adversity. Setti's story is not just about loss, but about a legacy that will inspire for generations. His vision for a more just and inclusive society lives on in the countless people he mentored and the initiatives he championed. He championed leadership, diversity, and the power of conversation. Through his work, he showed that progress is possible when we come together, listen to one another, and act with courage and compassion. Now, it's up to us to carry his story forward, ensuring his light never fades. We honor him by continuing his work, by building bridges, fostering dialogue, and striving for a better world. His impact will echo in the halls of Harvard and in the hearts of all he touched. The lessons he shared and the hope he inspired will remain a guiding force for years to come. The world is better for his service. His legacy is a call to action, a reminder that each of us can make a difference, no matter how great the challenge. And his legacy is ours to uphold. As we look to the future, we do so with gratitude for Setti Warren's life, and with renewed commitment to the values he embodied. When Setti Warren became director of Harvard's Institute of Politics in July 2022, he brought with him a bold mission: to transform the IOP into a crucible for civil discourse and a beacon for democratic engagement. He saw the institute not just as a place for academic discussion, but as a living laboratory where the next generation of leaders could learn to navigate the complexities of a divided world. Setti believed that students must engage with disagreement, not avoid it. He emphasized that true leadership is forged in the clash of diverse ideas, where individuals are challenged to think critically and listen deeply to those with opposing views. To foster this environment, Setti pushed for real ideological diversity, creating a vibrant marketplace where all perspectives, conservative, liberal, independent, and everything in between, could challenge and learn from each other. He encouraged students to step outside their comfort zones and engage with unfamiliar viewpoints. He wanted leaders who could defend their beliefs with empathy and logic, and who could find common ground even in the midst of passionate disagreement. Setti believed that empathy was just as important as conviction, and that respectful dialogue was the foundation of progress. Setti's leadership style was deeply collaborative. He worked closely with students, faculty, and staff to ensure the institute became a place where every voice truly mattered. He fostered an atmosphere where everyone felt empowered to speak up and contribute. In 2024, when the IOP's nonpartisan status was threatened by external pressures, Setti stood firm. He defended its role as a neutral ground for debate, refusing to let partisanship undermine the institute's core values. His decisive action during this critical moment cemented his legacy as a champion of nonpartisanship and honest dialogue, earning the respect of students, colleagues, and the broader academic community. Under his guidance, the IOP became a national model for civil, inclusive political engagement, inspiring other institutions to follow its example and prioritize open, respectful conversation. Setti Warren's vision and leadership reshaped the institute and its students for the better, leaving a lasting impact on Harvard and the future of public service. Setti Warren turned ideals into action at the Institute of Politics, launching programs that gave students hands-on experience and real-world impact. He championed the environmental action and global affairs programs, empowering students to tackle climate and international issues head-on. Setti's commitment to ideological diversity was clear. He supported mentorship for conservative students, ensuring all voices felt at home. The institute became a vibrant community, not just a club, where students collaborated, connected with experts, and turned passion into action. In 2024, a record-breaking 900 students applied, drawn by Setti's vision of engaged, thoughtful, and diverse leadership. Students saw the IOP as a place to grow and prepare for the world's challenges. Setti's leadership made politics accessible, urgent, and hopeful. He inspired a new generation to lead with purpose. Setti Warren's impact at Harvard began in 2018, leading the Weinstein Center through turbulent times for media and democracy. His transition to the Institute of Politics brought a blend of academic insight and real-world experience. Setti wasn't just a theorist, he'd been in the trenches, and students trusted his leadership. Under him, the IOP saw record student engagement, a testament to his ability to make politics relevant and hopeful. He launched new programs, broadened conversations, and deepened understanding across divides. Setti believed solutions come from collaboration, not partisanship. His leadership was a masterclass in building meaningful, dynamic institutions. He left Harvard stronger, more inclusive, and more connected to the world. Before Harvard, Setti Warren's career was already a testament to the power and importance of public service. From a young age, he was inspired by the idea that government could be a force for good, shaping lives and communities for the better. His early ambitions were rooted in a deep sense of responsibility to give back and make a difference. He began his journey in the Clinton White House, where he gained first-hand insight into the complexities of federal policy and the immense value of dedicated service. Working alongside experienced leaders, Setti learned how decisions made in those halls could impact millions of lives across the country. As a staffer for Senator John Kerry, Setti honed his skills in policy and political strategy, playing a key role in Kerry's 2004 presidential campaign. The fast-paced environment of a national campaign taught him the importance of teamwork, resilience, and clear communication under pressure. His own run for Massachusetts governor in 2017 championed bold, progressive ideas, single-payer healthcare, free public college, pushing the conversation forward. He wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo, and his campaign energized voters who were eager for real change and new solutions. Setti's political journey was marked by his ability to connect with people from all walks of life, always listening and treating everyone with respect. Whether in a crowded town hall or a quiet neighborhood meeting, he made people feel heard and valued. He was as comfortable in a union hall as he was in a boardroom, earning admiration for his integrity, expertise, and willingness to bridge divides. His approach brought together people with different perspectives, building coalitions for progress. His career was a continuous education in governance and a relentless pursuit of a better future. Setti never stopped learning, always seeking new ways to serve and improve the lives of those around him. Setti's legacy in politics was one of courage, vision, and service, a reminder that true leadership means putting people first and striving for a more just and equitable society. In 2010, Setti Warren made history as Newton's first popularly elected African-American mayor. For 2 terms, he led with dedication, balancing budgets, improving schools, and engaging directly with residents. Setti's data-driven, empathetic approach made local government accessible and effective. He held town halls, listened to concerns, and built consensus among diverse interests. His leadership guided Newton through challenges and growth, always focused on community and fiscal responsibility. When he left office in 2018, Newton was stronger, more secure, and more inclusive. Setti's legacy wasn't just in policies, but in the spirit of civic engagement he fostered. He showed leadership could be both strong and compassionate. His time as mayor was a living lesson in service and integrity. Setti Warren's 9 years as a Navy Reserve intelligence specialist shaped his character and worldview. His year-long deployment to Iraq tested his commitment and deepened his understanding of leadership and sacrifice. Analyzing threats and making tough calls under pressure, Setti learned the value of clear judgment and teamwork. His military service reinforced his belief in service before self, a principle he carried into every role. He connected deeply with veterans and military families, drawing on shared experience. Setti's stories from the Navy taught students about resilience, mission, and integrity. His service was a source of strength and humility, earning respect from all who knew him. Of all his roles, Setti Warren cherished being a mentor most. He had a rare gift for connecting with students, seeing their potential, and guiding them to leadership. Setti's open-door policy and genuine interest made him a constant, supportive presence at Harvard. He demystified public service, inspiring confidence in the uncertain and challenging the confident to grow. Setti taught that leadership is about asking the right questions, seeking understanding, and acting with integrity. His office was a safe harbor for students navigating a divided world. The outpouring of tributes after his passing speaks to his profound impact as a mentor. Setti's legacy lives on in the hundreds of young leaders he inspired. He planted seeds of service that will blossom for decades. Setti Warren's life was woven with service, leadership, and deep love for family and community. His most enduring legacy is the personal connections and values he embodied. As a devoted husband and father, his family was his foundation and inspiration. At the Institute of Politics, his programs and culture of civil discourse will shape leaders for generations. The students he inspired are his living legacy, carrying forward his vision of thoughtful, nonpartisan politics. Setti broke barriers to open doors for others, becoming a role model for many. His story is a lesson in perseverance, integrity, and the quiet dignity of service. As we mourn, we also celebrate a remarkable life. Setti Warren was a builder of bridges, a mentor, and a true patriot. Though gone too soon, his legacy of leadership and service will continue to light the way.